So I had a bit of a wobbly start to the year. I went a bit mad trying to create a physical calendar to block out all of the things that I wanted to do and try and figure out what I had time for. That was an experience. Is this exercise even helping me? Is this all for naught? Here she is. And in January, I also found myself on a park bench in Zurich having a cry and a bit of a meltdown.
So that's where I'm at. Oh.
And that was about lots of things. It was about still not being pregnant after a year of trying, feeling like I'm in limbo with other areas of my life until I get pregnant. And in that limbo, not feeling like I'm able to make big decisions or big commitments because I don't know what the future holds. And then also just having massive decision fatigue after having made a huge decision with my career the year before and just not wanting to make any more decisions other than I would like to have another baby now. That's a big decision. Why do I have to keep making more decisions? But hello, hi, I'm Hannah. Welcome. We like to overthink and overshare here. So come on in. If you are new here and you want more videos about finding joy and play in adulthood and parenthood, then please subscribe. So I normally love beginning of the year goal setting. I know it's not for everyone, but I just love new year, fresh start, setting goals, like reflecting, looking forward, all of that. I love it. But I just couldn't do it this year. I couldn't do it. I had no idea what I wanted other than just to immediately get pregnant, and I didn't want to have to figure it out. That felt like hard work on the brain. But here we are, 5 months later, almost halfway through 2025, and I'm still not pregnant, but I am feeling a little bit more in control and with a sense of direction. I actually think it's rude that for my mental health, whilst trying to conceive, I have to keep doing things that I love and find purpose and meaning in other areas of my life. Like, rude. I just want to hibernate and lay in bed all day and cry until I get pregnant. Why can't I just do that? But apparently, for the mental health, I need to, do other things. So what have I done to help orient myself and find just a slither of control and direction between then and now? And what are the things that I want to do this year other than get pregnant? I've even made a bingo card that I'm very excited to show you. You know that I'm slightly losing it when I craft, when I get out the felt tips. But before I show you my 2025 bingo card, I want to sincerely talk about the things that have helped me. How did we get here? What did I do to help with the feelings of being in a directionless limbo with decision fatigue? I had some coaching. I may have become a bit evangelical about coaching since having received coaching, but it really is great if you are able to access it. This time around, actually, it was somebody who follows me, one of my viewers, who very intuitively reached out to me after they saw the chaos of this video, basically saying they felt like I would maybe benefit from some coaching and offered me a free session. And her tone was right and the timing was perfect. Obviously, there are ways that somebody could send that kind of email and it feeling like an overstep of boundaries and it being quite intrusive, but no, she nailed the tone, and I genuinely felt very seen by her email. Like, she saw that video and she just kind of sensed something in me, and she was right. So I had a session with her in January, also after I had my Zurich park bench cry. And actually that call was where the idea of little wins was born. It was more about just marking those small achievements myself, because I was struggling to look really far ahead and make big plans and big commitments because I'm trying to have another baby. And so it was about focusing on those small things I do have control over, so I can still feel like I'm making progress and still feel like I've got some achievements or things that I can look back on and be like, I did this. But of course I'm me, and so I had to turn it into content. So I started making a little short form series called Little Wins. And actually it's a really helpful structure for me. I feel like I'm doing things that are meaningful to me and that that I'm making some kind of progress, whatever that means, but there feels like there's momentum rather than just this like aimlessness that I was feeling before. So that was really great. Honestly, I would highly recommend some coaching if you're feeling a bit stuck, a bit lost, not sure like what it is that you want to be doing, not quite feeling like you are where you want to be, or whatever it might be. Coaching can help in lots of different circumstances, but for me it's always helped when I've been at a bit of a crossroads or I'm feeling a bit stuck and lost. It's always really helped to get clarity and kind of get back to the root of like, what is going on here? What is it that I want? And what can I do about that? What can I actually like action into the world that will help my situation? So yay! The other thing that I did was I had signed up for a business course. I do think that a lot of my wobbly feelings in January were because this business course was starting at the beginning of February. And so January was like, ooh, rocky. And I think I was also waiting in this, again, I'd created like another limbo period for myself where I was like, I need to start this business course and I need to finish this business course in order to then do X, Y, and Z. But I found this course because I'm a part of a local small business networking group for parents, and the woman who runs that is a business consultant, and she's also running this course for small business owners. And again, just right tone, right time. She's a parent and also has chronic health issues, so again, I felt seen. I think in the like business advice world, business consulting, even just like within the creator economy that I'm in as well, I just can't relate to a lot of the advice being thrown out there because either they're not a parent or they're not a very involved parent, or they've never experienced chronic health issues or disability. And so it's hard to take any of their advice seriously because I really have to take into consideration my life, my circumstances, my personal context. And all of that is really important to me and crucial when thinking about any business or career decisions. So that course ran from the beginning of February to the beginning of April. And it was essentially like business foundations, like all of the stuff when you freelance or a small business owner that you know you should do, but you just want to crack on and like actually do the work. But doing these foundational things is so important and crucial, but it's always the thing that you just put off. And I'm so glad I made the time for it. So it was things like figuring out your ideal client profile, like actually looking at all of your different services and products and how do they all fit together, and pricing strategy and all of that, understanding the market and competitors. What's my value proposition? What's my USP? All of this is not in relation to my videos. This is all connected to the consulting and mentoring work that I do for other content creators, just in case that wasn't clear. But again, you could do all of those same exercises and apply it to a YouTube channel. I can't be bothered with that, if I'm honest. If I wanted to really grow this channel and really optimize it, then maybe, but we're just having casual, fun, good times. But I came out of that program with very clear next steps in terms of what I want to do. The only problem now is that I have to execute it. I love planning, guys. I love planning. But this video is part one of executing on those things because I'm saying my goals out loud. Accountability. Internet accountability. But normally my goals take the form of like a big long to-do list. Not this year. Not this year. We have a bingo card. I'm very excited. Because I have to factor in my personal goal, which is to have the kind of work that I can either dial up or dial down depending on life circumstances. So pregnancy, illness, all of that kind of stuff, like flexibility and also working slightly under capacity is very important to me at the moment. Hasn't always been, but like right now, that's what I need. And yes, the other side of this is that there is still this element of me holding myself back, waiting for something out of my control to happen, but I can't help it. And I am in a better place now than I was in January about it, thanks to my little wins. So my bingo card is a real mix. There's work and personal stuff on there just to keep it like fun and exciting and flexible for me. And this bingo card is not a to-do list. And there are some things on here that I'm like, I probably won't do that in 2025, but we're gonna put it on the bingo card just in case, because you never know. You don't know what's gonna happen. And I got the idea for doing a bingo card for goals rather than like a checklist from my friend Sana. And I just love it because it just feels a lot less pressurized. It feels more fun, it feels loose. And I like the idea that at the end of the year, it's not about having crossed every single thing off. It's more about like, oh, that thing I did, or that thing and that thing, but oh, that didn't happen. Oh well. That's kind of the mentality that I'm after. And I want to have fun before I get pregnant again. I don't want to be feeling miserable in this time. Like, I have a beautiful life, I've got a beautiful family, and I want to enjoy it before a possible other tiny screaming sleep ruiner comes along. So, okay, it's time. Sorry I've teased it for so long, but here is my bingo card. Da-da-da-da. Yes, I used my child's felt tips for this, and I did some colouring, and I enjoyed it. It was very meditative. Should probably get another one of those adult colouring books. I do love them. Okay, I've no idea if it's like too bright and if you can even read what it says. I will get a good shot for you so you can read it. Okay, here is my bingo card. It's a 5x5 because I had lots of things, lots of fun things. And there's a real mix on here, and it's also in no particular order, other than get pregnant being right in the middle there and in all caps. Okay, let's go through this. I'm very excited. And I encourage you all to make your own bingo cards, and also this to be an example that, you know, goals or feeling like you need a little bit of a reset doesn't have to happen in January. Even though obviously I'm a sucker for it happening in January, but hey, it's June. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, we're just gonna go this way, I think. So, bake challah. I'm Jewish. Challah is like Jewish bread that you have on Shabbat, on Friday nights. I love challah. It tastes phenomenal. It's like a plaited sweet bread, and I've never made it before. And I have been told by many people that Claire Saffitz on YouTube, who was Gourmet Makes on Bon Appetit, she has some great challah recipes. So I'm gonna check those out, and at some point this year, I wanna bake some challah. Then we have the TCR TBR. So this stands for the Common Room TBR, to be read. The Common Room is my Patreon community. There are a lot of readers in there. We love our books, and last year I thought it would be fun to create like a community TBR that's kind of like what the community recommends. It's like the books that everyone loves talking about, everyone loves discussing. It's the ones that when new people come into the community, people are like, oh, you have to read this book. Like, there's many people who like would recommend those books in the Discord. The one that we did last year ended up having like 26 books on it, and I want to make it a yearly thing, but not like with that many books. Like each year it has to feel current, so it doesn't have to be books that are like released that year, but it at least has to be books that the community kind of discovered and talked about a lot that year. So towards the end of the year, I want to make our 2025 TCR TBR. So do join the Patreon if you want to get involved with that. It's a lot of fun. And then also obviously get access to it when it's ready, when it's done. Next we have Creator Talks newsletter. This is new. So this is part of one of the things from my business course. I'm like, I need to do that. So with the like creator consulting mentoring work, I used to run these events like 5-6 years ago. I did 2 of them called Creator Table Talks. And so I haven't been able to come up with a better name for my business or this project other than Creator Talks. We're just gonna stick with it. We're rolling with it for now. And so from a business perspective, obviously I want to start building up a mailing list of people who may be interested in my services or people who like have been clients before. And then I want to make this like a monthly newsletter about like news within the creator economy that's relevant to creators, and a bit more of a like discussion, because there are a lot of obviously industry newsletters out there, but they're very focused on influencer marketing. So it's like brands, agencies, obviously like the creator economy as a whole, but I care specifically about creators and the creator side of things. So I want to start doing that. This is in the works. We're currently researching which newsletter platform to use, and then we will get cracking on that. Maybe by the time this video is up, it's there, it's ready. Link below. Sign up if you are a content creator in the UK. Like, you could be a content creator anywhere, but UK content creators, I feel like it would be most relevant to. And if you're like an established content creator who is doing this as a job. Next, we have Decorate balcony. My mum, the last time she was visiting, bought some strawberry plants and some lavender. The lavender was Rowan's choice because his favourite colour at the moment is purple. And so now we have some plants on the balcony that we're trying to keep alive. Rowan has a pink elephant watering can. It's very cute. You put water in its bottom and then it comes out its trunk. But other than that and a table and chairs and some bins, our balcony looks quite sad. And so is this going to be the year? Is this going to be the summer that we, I don't know, make our balcony look a bit more alive, vibrant? We'll see. It's on the bingo card. Who knows? We have coffee mornings. This is something that we're already doing, although we skipped April because Easter holidays and it was just all over the place. And then I was ill in May. But this is something that we want to keep doing. We basically host once a month, ideally, a Sunday morning gathering of local parents and their kids. We just invite everyone over and it's a very casual, just like open door, open house, come over. There's coffee, there's biscuits, come hang out for a couple hours. And it's really lovely. It's really great. And we want to keep doing that. So that's on the list. Host IRL workshop for creators. This again is another thing that I want to do because I realize how much I love just getting people in a room together. I love it. And so I don't think I want to completely replicate the format and the structure of the Creator Table Talks events that I did. They were really fun. They were really great, but I feel like there's something else that I could do as well. So I want to develop a workshop. I hosted a workshop for creators at 529 about creator burnout and about avoiding it, but I want to do my own, like organize it from scratch, find the venue, develop the workshop, and then like advertise it as well. That's the hardest part, is getting people along. Hence why newsletter. So then you'll be the first to find out about this. And also develop Patreon strategy group course. So one of the things that I've been doing with other creators, and maybe my favorite thing that I've been doing with like one-to-one clients, is Patreon strategy. I love Patreon. I think that its potential to unlock different possibilities for creators so they can be less reliant on other revenue streams that are a bit more volatile or less aligned with personal values, whatever it might be. I think Patreon is great. And I know it really well. And so far with the Patreon strategy consulting work that I've been doing, it's been like one-on-one. And I definitely want to continue that because I think that that kind of bespoke experience is really useful. But I also am keen to develop a group course as well. So again, sign up to the newsletter. Please let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, because when I develop this, I'll probably do like a test run first that will be like cheaper, kind of like a beta course, a beta group to see how it goes, basically. Next, I feel like this has been on like my goals lists for the last like several years, but doing the course made it really clear to me that this is basically a no-brainer and I should stop putting it off, which is sell Notion templates. Because I use Notion for so much of my creator business. I have my video planner one, I had a podcast planner one when I had a podcast, I've got brand deal tracker, I've got a social media calendar, I've got an affiliate dashboard tracker thing. And then also with like the client work that I do, I've also got like a client tracker Notion dashboard too. What else? I feel like there might be one more that I'm forgetting, but yeah, there's lots. And I feel like they could be useful to people. They're not gonna be very expensive because I pride myself in having really simple Notion templates, because I have purchased other Notion templates and I ended up like deleting half of the stuff in them because I'm like, this is too complicated, there's too much fluff here, I just need it to do a thing for me. So mine are very, very simple. Obviously you can add to them what you want, but I enjoy simplicity. Next, read 50 books. I read 50 books last year. It was the first year I've ever done it. Can she do it again this year? I'm already ahead thanks to the British Book Awards judging that I had to do, because that was 6 books that I had to read in like a couple of weeks. So yay! So we'll see how this goes. Dublin trip. My friend Mel lives in Dublin, and the last time I saw her, she came to me, and I don't like the idea of only seeing her once a year, so need to get myself to Dublin. It's been a year, over a year now, since I last visited, so I want to try and figure out something with her, with the families, if we do like a big family thing. Get the whole gang over. Next, we have make a photo album of me and Dan. So this is because I made a photo album for my son, for me, and it's all pictures of his first 3 years of life. This is the only picture I can show you, me pregnant, but we had to whittle down like over 11,000 photos to 100 photos, but we did it. And I bought more of the photo album, but in different colors because they're gorgeous. And I love the idea of making one of me and Dan. Like, we've been together, it'll be 9 years, December, but also this year in September is our 5-year wedding anniversary. Also, Dan doesn't watch my videos, so he has no idea. He has no idea, but obviously, Dan's sister, my friend and sister-in-law, is my video editor. So Bethan, don't say a word. Don't say anything to him. I'm gonna make a photo album. So that's gonna be fun. Karaoke party. Need I say more? I can feel it bubbling up inside of me and I need to get it out of my system. I need to go do karaoke with some of my friends. If you're a friend watching this, do we need an excuse? Do we need a birthday celebration or anything? Can we just organize a karaoke night? Please, I've got some songs in me that I need to let out. I think that Chapel Roan's Pink Pony Club would be an excellent karaoke song. Also, I just recently rewatched Frozen 2 with my child, and Show Yourself and Next Right Thing. I need to sing them at karaoke. I need to get them out of my system. So karaoke party, please. Yes, thank you. Get pregnant. Need I say more? Patreon podcast. I want to do more like voice notes and have a Patreon only podcast that's just like a casual chat with me, like unedited. One of my patrons had the idea of doing episodes that are reviews, like of my thoughts of all of the different books on the TCR TBR, and I love that idea. So yeah, doing a Patreon only podcast audio experience. Decide where we want to live. I don't know if we'll have decided that by the end of this year, but it's just on here because it is something that we are constantly having conversations about in terms of like staying in the area where we are, staying in London but moving to a different area. What fucking area would that be? Or moving to Manchester, where my parents and my sister are, some other friends of mine who also have kids. So, or move to the Midlands with Lena. So yeah, this is just a constant conversation that is happening in my home. Will we have decided by the end of the year? Will we get to this on the bingo card? Who knows? Family swimming. So this is because I do swimming lessons with Rowan. I take him to swimming lessons once a week, but I also want us to have like family swimming time together, like the 3 of us. And there's a pool kind of near us that do like family swim sessions on the weekends. And so I want us to kind of get into a bit more of a routine where like on the weekends, if we have no plans, we can go do family swim. Pilates. I've not done Pilates in over a year. I really loved it when I did it, and I just haven't made time for it at all recently. Literally, the day after I physically made this bingo card, I actually signed up to a class and went to a Pilates class. So already I could probably poof that, but I feel like it has to be more of a like habit. It needs to be more of a routine rather than just like inspired one-off. Also in the fitness front, we've got Park Run PPPB. This stands for postpartum PB because my PB, my personal best at Park Run, if you don't know, Park Run is a free 5K run that happens in parks all around the UK and I think in other places around the world as well, every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Times may differ depending on your specific park run. But I love Park Run, it's so fun. You sign up and you get like a personal barcode, and when you finish the race, they scan it all and then you get given your time every time. And so I've got my personal best, but it's like from 2016 or 2017, so before I had abdominal surgery twice and before I had a baby. And so I kind of ignore all of those times from the before times. And the last park run that I did, I actually got my PB, my postpartum PB, but I haven't actually done park run since because I play tennis on Saturday mornings. But I put it there just in case there is a week where I'm not playing tennis or I'm visiting someone somewhere else and I do their local park run instead. We've put it there. Wild card, get a normal job. This is only on here because I found a job ad for a job that I genuinely would want to do and felt like I could do, but it was 3 days a week and I only work 4 days a week and I work shorter days and I don't want to stop doing this. And there's lots of other things on here that I also want to keep doing. So for that job in particular, even though I was like, oh, this is tempting, financially and logistically, it just does not make sense, especially when you consider like, I want to do this. But I'm just putting it on there as a wild card. Who knows? Who knows? Hadestown. This is a musical. It came to the West End last year from Broadway, and I've heard so many amazing things and I haven't seen it yet. And so that's my current like musical that I want to go see. Update website. That's so boring, but I feel like this has been on the to-do list since the end of last year. And then I put it on pause whilst I was doing the business course because I was like, I don't know what it's gonna say. But now I have a better idea of what it's gonna say. So we need to do that. Also, get Wimbledon tickets. I've been trying, guys. I didn't get the ballot, but I've got the returns page open constantly refreshing it. Tickets have appeared. I haven't been able to get them. They've come and they've gone. Wimbledon is round the corner. It's really close and I still haven't got tickets. And Wimbledon is my happy place. So get Wimbledon tickets. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know when. If anyone has any leads, let me know. Let a desperate girl know. Volunteer at bookshop. My local bookshop that I love is run by volunteer booksellers. When Rowan starts preschool nursery in September, I will have Fridays to myself again. And if I'm not pregnant, I want to look into, especially because like the school days are shorter, blah, blah, blah. So it might not actually be that I have more time. We'll see. We're gonna see. But volunteer at bookshop is something that I want to do if I can make the time for it. It might be one of those things that's like more of a future goal, like especially after doing this, hopefully, but it's there. It's there just in case September comes along and I'm like, I do have extra time that I don't want to spend working on my page job. Boring. I want to do that instead. So we'll see. Coaching qualification. This was something that I went into the beginning of the year being like, yeah, I'm going to do some coaching training and actually get qualified as a certified coach. And then I did the business course and then I realized I don't actually need that right now, but it's there. It's there because I still, as you could probably tell from the beginning of this video, love coaching, like as in receiving coaching, but then also, I don't know, again, become evangelical about it and just think that is an experience that I want to be able to give other people. And also I just think that it is really skillful and I want to learn those skills. So it's on there because you never know. But currently, in terms of like my priorities and things, it is too expensive and too time consuming for me to commit to right now. But it's on there just in case. You never know. You never know. And then down in the bottom here, we've got make 10 episodes of little wins. I think this is doable because I feel like we're on episode 5 already. So that means I only have to make 5 more. And I love making that series. Like I said, it feels like a really helpful structure for me, not just in terms of actually recognizing and reflecting on the things that I've done to be like, hey, you did a thing. You may not be pregnant, but you've got this to show for yourself. But also structure in terms of my job as a content creator and having a fun series to make that seems to resonate with a lot of people as well. And I really love that we can all like share our little wins and stuff together. So there we go. There's my bingo card for 2025. I hope you enjoyed it. And I encourage you all to make your own bingo cards or let me know in the comments what is on your bingo card for 2025. Obviously, there are other ways of doing this. You could do a bingo card that's like not about you at all. It's just like a 2025 bingo card in terms of like what's gonna happen in the world, in pop culture, in politics, like who knows. Obviously, I've chosen to do a personal goals kind of bingo card. Up to you. Where do I put this is the question. If I had an office, I would stick this on the wall so I could see it, but I don't. So I'm not sure where this is going to go, but there we go. Thank you for watching. Here's to setting flexible and realistic and fun goals in June. Love it. And I'm very grateful that I'm feeling less wobbly about everything, even though I do still kind of feel like I am in like trying to conceive limbo, but my mentality towards it has definitely improved since the beginning of this year. I hope that you are all doing well. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss some other videos. The next videos coming up are my annual revenue streams, breakdown expenses, breakdown pie charts as a influencer, as a content creator. And I know you nosy bastards love those kinds of videos. I say bastards endearingly. I'm British and I'm also technically a bastard myself. Born outside of wedlock. Okay, the tangents are tangenting. Bye!